What the fuck are Eli's neighbors doing up there? Okay, they're
What the hell?
Yeah. So to recap, Eli's neighbors are there's a swishing sound like water above them all the time. And I think that maybe you've assumed that your apartment building is all people, and maybe there's a fish family up there.
Oh, that would be wild. Or like alligators.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe like a bottom feeder would make more sense because it'd be sliding around. I guess fish would make sense as well.
That'd
Maybe
be
a bunch
wild.
of sea snakes.
Do you think I'd get leaking if the entire apartment was a fish tank?
Above or below? It's above?
It's one above.
You're probably good.
Shit. What do
I
you mean
wouldn't
probably
worry about
good?
it.
That's probably gonna leak, dog.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah.
Water doesn't leak normally when it's in your ceiling.
That's a good point. I think the thing that we're forgetting is that water doesn't leak. Ice can leak, but water never.
Yeah. So my neighbors, let's see, they're always working on this motorcycle. They think they're cool. I'll say a bunch of people will like walk. They're not my neighbors, but just like people will just like randomly walk behind my house.
Maybe they're geocaching.
Ooh.
What's that?
I don't entirely know.
Geocaching is
explain it to us.
it's like treasure hunting. It's like you have you have like a geo thing, like a latitude and
Pokemon
longitude
Go.
machine that tells you your latitude and longitude. And you go to a latitude and longitude that someone has told you to go to on like the internet, and then there you either get murdered or you find treasure. And then you pay it forward by you plant your own treasure.
And sometimes there's a person there who asks which you prefer
Yeah.
between getting murdered and finding the treasure.
Does anyone ever choose the murdered?
All the time.
Yeah, it's pretty frequent.
Wow. The world we live in is really terrifying, guys. Should we talk about it? That actually goes pretty well into my segment.
Oh,
I'm not done talking about geocaching.
Okay,
Here's the
well-
other thing about geocaching that you're forgetting. The trials and tribulations. Sometimes
What?
it's like a scavenger hunt. Sometimes you go and there's no treasure there, or
I
a
feel
guy
like it's
telling
always
you.
like a scavenger hunt.
Well,
Maybe-
no.
It's
Sometimes
never not. It's almost always exactly like a scavenger hunt.
No, because most of the time the latitude and longitude is exactly the same latitude and longitude as when you read the request to go to the latitude and longitude. Wait.
What?
That confused
Sounds
me.
like a scavenger hunt.
Guys, I think the reason I haven't had tea. Normally I have tea during this, and then I'm like, woo!
Woo!
Yeah.
That should be crazy.
It'd be quite fucking a while. Also, this is a new room I'm recording in. I'm worried that there's gonna be like echo. I'm just stressed out of my fucking mind.
Yeah.
I think I can hear a bit of echo on your end, but it sounds more like you're recording in a stadium. It sounds epic and
It
impressive.
sounds
rather
good.
than-
Yeah, you sound like a.
You got to use the natural echo of the room, man.
Maybe I'll just use it to enhance my timbre.
I mean, I'm not only sitting in the bathroom right now because I needed to use it.
Yeah.
Eli, you won't be the first guest on the show that has secretly expelled their bowels while doing a bit. While
Really?
doing
For the
a
record,
segment.
that's not actually true. I'm at my
Who's the
desk.
other person who
Good
did it
save.
though? I didn't hear about this.
Well,
There's
I've
another-
done
Who's
it,
the
Saul did it, Nick did it.
Saul did
It's
it
like a
and
running
Nick did
thing.
it?
Everybody's done it. Wait, it's like everybody who's joined our show, I've told them to do that at one point in the show and see
They
if they can hide
they
it.
shit.
Yeah, they shit and they. That's why sometimes we have to like postpone because people are like, I don't have a shit coming on. I just.
That's
shit.
why Saul was so bad at the dunk contest.
That's why Saul was so bad at the dunk contest
He
because he
was
already
prairie
dunked
dogging it.
his log in the milk of the water.
He
in
had
the
yet
milk
to
of the
wipe.
toilet.
That's gross.
Yeah. All right. Dan,
How are your
what's
neighbors so far, Charlie?
Oh, well, does neighbor mean the building next to me, or does it mean my fellow apartment?
Oh my God! Don't make me define neighbor for you.
All right. The people that live in my building, they're all like cool. A lot of them kind of ride in on longboards.
Got it. Bunch of Brooklyn hipsters.
Well, no, I'm in the Upper West Side now, but maybe they're from Brooklyn.
Sounds
Yeah.
like you're in the Brooklyn of Manhattan.
Yeah,
I mean,
sounds like
that's so true.
sounds like you're in the Bushwick of the Lower East Side.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Upper
you're
West Side.
in the Astoria of Central Park.
Yeah, I agree with that one more than the one I said. You're in the.
It sounds
Astoria
like I'm in
Central
like the
Park.
Upper East Side of the Upper West Side.
Yeah, it sounds like you're like You're like a dirty rat in the New York sewers being chased down by a bunch of cool Brooklyn dogs.
Yeah, it sounds like those dogs like put their legs in my fucking mouth and then
Oh!
I bit their legs off
Oh!
and then they barked and then I barked at them and then we had a moment.
And
Yeah.
then they chopped you up and started crying, but they got happy again by going to Coney Island.
That's so true. Coney Island cures
You could
all
put the
sadness.
chopped up onion on a hot dog, a Coney Island hot dog.
That sounds good, but I don't think dogs would eat hot dogs.
Yes.
Even if
On principle.
They just-
I think
probably would be turned off by
specifically
the
dogs would eat hot dogs. I've never met a dog that I think wouldn't eat a hot dog.
That's a really good counterpoint, Eli. Every dog every dog I've ever met has enjoyed hot dogs.
Unless
That's
it was
very
that veggie sausage.
I would argue that dogs would just enjoy hot dogs way less
Veggie
if they
sausage.
knew that
They
the
were made of
language.
dog dicks.
If they knew the language. I mean, we could explain to them that it's got nothing to do with them. But if you were gonna eat something that was like
Yeah.
tube of human,
You go to a new country and they're like, this is called American slider. No, because that'd be fine.
Thing.
It'd have to be like an American citizen slider.
I've eaten cumin, which is pretty close.
So
Human?
what?
Like, yeah.
to the word human.
Yeah, and I've eaten hummus, which begins
It's
with
also
HU.
cumin's also spelled come in, so it's like,
Yeah, so it's like, what am I not eating with this?
but come the dick way.
Yeah, no, I got it. It was not that complicated.
Oh, I thought
Actually,
maybe you
drew.
thought it was like an inviting thing, like come in,
I mean, it's
'Cause,
both.
like, at that point, it's like I want to eat the cumin because it wants to come in. But if it's come in, it's like I'd rather not. Anyway, so I like paprika.
Paprika?
Do you mean paprika?
I call it paprika. You call it paprika. Okay.
No, no,
kind
it's
of
not
our-
like a
that's kind of our
choice.
shtick.
I do it in the middle of you guys. I do paprika.
Yeah.
I say, paprika, paprika.
Cuckoo.
Yeah.